Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudos Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today is the final premiere review. This one is going to be for the Garden Batik. I think that's how you pronounce it. Now this was actually supposed to be for today's video, only it's going to be a little bit later than planned. My husband's birthday was yesterday, and he was home from work all week, kind of took it easy. Thursday I was expecting him to go to the gym, but he decided he wasn't going to because I was going to record while he was at the gym. It's kind of hard to record when he's home working because he works right behind me. So in order to not disturb him while he's working, I record when he's not in the office. And right now he's still sleeping from last night. So all right, so again, this is the Premier's Garden Batik. I do believe, let me just double check. I do believe they clearanced all of these out when I got this, but let me just double check real quick. Still looking. Yes, this is no longer available. But if you got it when they had their big clearance, almost like a warehouse sale I want to say it was like in November when they did this, and this was one of them that they discontinued altogether. Maybe they'll come back with it again in the future. I don't know, but I'm still gonna go ahead and review it. I think I went over it a little bit when I got this in the box the unboxing for this, but I don't, if I did a review on this already, I do apologize, but I looked through my videos and I could not find it, so I'm doing it again. But this is again by Premier. It's 284 yards or 260 meters. It's 3.5 ounces or 100 grams. It is a 100% micro acrylic. I'm not sure what they mean by that. I've never even looked into that. Let me see what we got you here. Let me see. Micro acrylic. What does micro acrylic mean? Micro acrylic. Micro acrylic. Okay. So let's see. So it is a synthetic fiber, such as acrylic, and microfibers, durable, long-wearing yarns that know how to hold their shape and color. Unlike other fibers, acrylics and microfibers have low moisture uptake, which makes them perfect for things like baby clothes and blankets or outerwear like mittens and hats. So that's cool to know. So it's a really it's I guess you could say it's more like a like something you could make for summer or winter or even babies. As if anybody's used this, what have you made with it? How did you like working with it? Let me know in the comment section. Alright, so now we've got that. Now, let's see here. As always, Premier yarns are made in in Turkey. I was gonna say in the UK. It's Turkey. And the color I have here is Delilah. I did probably get enough to make something wearable with this, but I'm not sure what wearable. And this is a lightweight 3 or a DK weight of yarn. It recommends 3.75 knitting needles or a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. It is machine washable on cold, tumble dry low, so delicate cycle. Of course, you don't want to bleach it or iron it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find the start to this inside, because I like to pull from the inside. Oh, goody. I'm going to have yarn barf. Yay, yarn barf. Ugh. And if you do knit, this is what it would look like knitted up. But you can basically get the same effect if I do believe you single crochet. It should give you close to what knitting, how it would look knitting would be. So far it's pretty good. I'm not sure about comfy just yet. I mean, it is a little rough to feel it in the skein, or skein, however you pronounce it. But pulling it out of it, it's not as bad. I would say I'd look up on their website for a pattern, but I don't know if they would have one for this still. Maybe they do, I don't know. For the people who still have this, see what they've made with it. Because it's pretty colors. It'd be good for like a lightweight like baby blanket. I'm sure it would keep the baby warm, even though it's a lightweight 3. Because I've made a baby blanket out of a 3 weight before. It was the mandala. Although I think this is a thinner one, a thinner 3. This feels like it's almost close to a 2. You know what? Before I actually start the test on this, I'm going to do the wraps per inch thing with my tool, because I feel like this is closer to a 2. And there goes my husband's phone. They can go away, because I have a feeling I know who it is. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yay, yarn barf. Nothing like a good old yarn barf. I think I pulled enough out for the sample here to test it to see how it works up. You know what, after I do that and after I do the reps per inch, I'm going to see if Premier has any patterns left on their website for this yarn. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't, because you can always use different yarn for different patterns as long as it's the same weight or close. And you get the gauge right if it needs to be gauged. I don't know, blankets I don't think need to be gauged, to be honest. Unless it's like a gritty square that you're doing, maybe, but otherwise I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do you think blankets should be gauged? Like you test your tension to see where it's at and have, adjust accordingly to make sure that what they say is the size it's going to be that size. Okay, let's see here. I'm still working on it. It's still going here. The yarn barf is still going. I'm probably going to make it worse here because I keep just kind of undoing it. Okay, there we go. All right. I think I have it done. And there's the end. All right. So that's just going to go over there. All right. So now we are going to test this out. Because I have a feeling it's closer to 2. It just doesn't feel like a 3 in my opinion. Let me get you guys in the screen. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So you guys can see what I'm doing here. Because a 3 is 11 to 15, and a fine is 12 to 18, which a fine is a 2 weight or sport weight. Then I'll have to get my little hook that I like to use to count to see where it's at here. Okay. So there's, I got out of screen and I'm sorry about that. All right. Okay, there we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That was 15 wraps. And even if I don't count this one here, that's 14. So this is where I would put it. I'd put it closer to the 2 weight. What are your thoughts? Because I mean, this is really thin. And I don't know, do I have another one to compare it to? Yes, I do. And I know they're not the same company, but I do have another 3 weight we can compare it to. I reviewed this the week before, and this is the Loops and Threads Baby Delight. This is a 3 weight as well, or classified as a 3 weight, I should say. But let's go ahead and compare here. I'm not going to have that up here because it's just too much. Alright, so this is the Baby Delight by Loops and Thread. And that is Premier's Garden Batik. Look how thinner that is. That to me is a 2 weight. But we'll see. Maybe it's just a really fine 3 weight. Maybe it's more like a mandala 3. I don't know, because this even feels thinner than that to me. All right, so let's go ahead and see how this works up. I do have a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook that's a tapered head, and then I have a 5 millimeter, which is the Susan Bates, which is an inline. So I'm gonna test it out with the 4.5 first, because I think I think I have an inline that's 4.5 by the Coupe company. But let's go ahead and see how this works up, and I'm gonna test both of these sizes to see which one looks better, whether it's the 4.5 millimeter crochet hook or the 5 millimeter crochet hook. All right. So let's go ahead here and find, oh, I'm at the end. Okay, yeah. All right. Go, okay. All right, and there's 15. Because it is a thinner yarn, it's going to look smaller than the 4-weight 15 chain, starting chain. I hope everybody's doing well. I do apologize that these videos are going to be later today than I was anticipating. But as I mentioned, this week was my husband was staying home from traveling, which is perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. I really hate when he travels. I do. And then yesterday, his birthday, and we went out to dinner. He was supposed to go to the gym. He likes to go to the gym to work out. And Thursday he was going to go, but then he changed his mind. And I think that had a lot to do with it pouring rain outside. But I could be wrong. So I didn't get a chance to record these videos Thursday night. So I'm doing them Saturday morning after I got up. We got home kind of late. It was about 9:30ish by the time we got home. So I went to bed and got up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get my videos done. The rest of the one's done. Alright, so there's the single crochet row. And we did get them to sing happy birthday. I wasn't so secretive about it, but I'm like, it's his birthday. So he got his Black Forest cake, which is similar. Well, it's not what we know as German chocolate, because it's nothing like that, to be perfectly honest. It has cherries, layers of cherries. It did taste like there was a little bit of coconut in it, but not like what you get if you get it from a local store where it's got the coconut icing. It was nothing like that. It was very good, but I got the strawberry rhubarb pie a la mode. And this was a German restaurant that we went to called Edelweiss in Staunton, or Stanton, however they pronounce it there. It's spelled one way but pronounced a different way, And if you're not from the area, you're not sure on you wouldn't know how to pronounce it. But they have very good food. They give you don't get a side with your meal unless that states it does. So it comes with enough to share with however many people are at your table of red pickled cabbage, regular pickled cabbage, but it's not regular. It's actually like a sweet pickling. And then you get a thing of spatzels, riced spatzels, and green beans. They do have other sides that you can get as well, but those are standard with every meal. So, and we got a order of German potato salad because I love German potato salad because my mom used to make it when I was growing up. It's not like my mom's, but it's really good. There you go. There's the... So it actually is pretty well, this started out with the pink, and then when I started the first row, it was already changing to the next colors. So that's pretty cool. And then the half double crochet row was the same. All right, now let's go ahead and do the double crochet row. This one's actually a lot softer now while I'm working it up. If you saw the previous video, that stuff did not soften up at all while I was working with it. Now I will say that this is kind of splitting, so I'm trying to take my time going through the loops on my hook and stuff. I don't need it catching. There we go. If you've ever made anything with this, I know I probably said this before, but let me know in the comment section what you made with it. Did you make something wearable? Did you make something for a baby or for yourself? is it really low moisture absorbency? Um, Basically, it's not gonna leave sweat marks if you make a tank top or something like that. Again, I will be checking the website to see if they still have anything for this particular yarn. I'm not sure why they got rid of it, to be honest. It's a nice yarn. They did get this in two different colors. It was the Delilah, and something else. I'd have to go back through my orders to see what, because I don't have it right next to me to tell you. But I remember getting it in two different colors. I think the other one was like greens and yellows, but I don't remember the actual name of it. Yeah, I would be very careful when you're working with this yarn. Don't rush. Don't think you're gonna be able to watch something and not pay attention, because you will catch yourself. It'll split and you'll have issues if you need to frog. But the striping on this is actually pretty long, so you could get, and I'm still working on the purple. The pink was very short, but I think that was because it was like at the end, and then it was cut for the next skein. I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, a baby blanket. This would be perfect for a baby blanket, or baby clothes. I couldn't. My brain just went on me. All right. Tomorrow I'm going to be recording for next week. And keep a lookout. I'm going to be posting a couple pictures on the community tab, as well as my website for something that I found at Ollie's. If you haven't been to your Ollie's recently, it's a good time to go check right now, because I have a feeling once this gets known, they're gonna go like hotcakes. People are gonna be buying this up, because it was a really good deal. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more than what they were selling it for, but it wasn't. It was actually cheaper, and I'm like, okay. And then I got my husband to buy an extra one so I can do a giveaway. Okay, so this is the 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. Pretty good. I did get some spacing, some gapping, I don't know, airflow, I guess you could say too, on the double crochet row. I'm going to go ahead and try this with the 5 millimeter just to see the difference between the 4.5 and the 5. I'm going to finish this. Got undone here somehow. And then I'll go ahead and frog it and see how it frogs. But I really need to do that last stitch again one more time. Alright, there we go. Okay, and then switch it to the 5. Because some 3s you can actually get away with using a 5 millimeter crochet hook, but it also depends on what you're making with it too, if you really want to use a bigger hook. Alright, now this is going to be a little difficult because I did go from a smaller size to a larger, so the previous row's top is going to be smaller, but I'm not having any problem with it, so that's a plus. I don't even know what I was going to say now. But yeah, keep a lookout. I will be posting that either today or tomorrow for what I found at Ollie's. But again, if you have an Ollie's near you, you might want to go check this out. Even if it's not for you, you know somebody that might want it. grab them up. Good Christmas presents. But yes, I will be getting that posted to, like I said, today or tomorrow. If you don't see it today, it will definitely be there tomorrow. I'm really trying to get better at posting on the community tab because I don't post enough there. So just keep an eye out for an update there. Alright, so there's the 5mm crochet hook at the top. I actually like how that looks with that one. It looks actually better than the 4.5, but that's my opinion. And everybody has their own opinion. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and frog this. I didn't have too much trouble with the splitting with using the inline hook, so that might be a little bit better option to use an inline with this one because it will have a splitty. It can split, and that is really comfy now. So yes, I would definitely make a wearable out of this. I'm going to double check to see here. Let me go back to Premier's website. And patterns. Crochet patterns. Now, of course, everything's going to be on here. So, that's a really big scarf. Okay, let's see. Filter. Lightweight 3. Apply. Okay. So I went back and I fixed it so it was only showing me stuff that's made with a lightweight 3. So let's see here. Oh wow, they've come out with a lot of new patterns on here. And you really can't see until you click on it what the recommended yarn for it is. Especially with, you know, this one's not really So they do have one on here for the anti-pilling DK colors Batik. I'm not sure if that would work. Let's see. And they always have a lot of free patterns on their website, which is wonderful because if you're not sure what you should use the yarn with, then you can go here. And Yarn Inspirations too. They have a lot of free patterns on their website as well. So if you're stuck on whatever, trying to find out what the best pattern is to use for a yarn, you can check their website, Premier's website. I think those are the only two right now that actually have free patterns that you can download. Alright, so let's go ahead and frog this and see if it catches because it is a splitty yarn. And look there, I was going in the front loop only on those, or the back loop, whichever. It was giving that ridged effect here. Wasn't intending on doing that, but I wound up doing it. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10, and the reason I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 is that because it is very comfy, but you really have to work with it to get it comfy, that comfy feeling. And it's sad that they discontinued this. So if I wanted to make something, have to make sure that I have enough of it, because I'm not going to be able to find it anywhere else. Unless somebody is selling it like on Etsy or something on eBay because they decided they didn't want it, type of thing. But then again, they do lot numbers, so you'd have to make sure it's the same lot, or else it's going to look different with the coloring. All right. Well, that is my review on the Premier Garden Batik. It's sad that this did go away. Again, maybe it'll come back in the future. Maybe they're going to redo the coloring. Maybe they're going to change it up somehow. You never know with Premier. Just keep an eye out on their webpage, or if you're signed up for their emails, keep an eye out for it there as well, because they do send out emails and text messages when they're doing specials on certain yarns, like all their anti-pilling yarns are such and such off. Or they're doing free shipping, or they're doing a reduced price in shipping, and letting you know when they've got new items available as well. So just keep an eye out on their website. Again, Premier is located in the U.S., but they don't sell all of their yarn in local stores like Michael's, Joann's. You can find it at Dollar Tree, or $1.25 tree, as some people like to call it now, because there's nothing that's really $1 anymore. Which I agree, there's nothing that's really $1 anymore. It's kind of stinks, but you know, that's how the times go. So, but yeah, as of right now, this is no longer available unless you have some that you purchased from them before they discontinued it, or while they were discontinuing it. Alright, well, if you enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, please go ahead and hit the subscribe and then the notification bell, so you're always aware of when I put out new content. Until next time, I hope you all stay safe and stay crafty. Have a good one. Bye-bye.